Hello, every pony, and welcome back to Fan Fridays, where we proceed to check out all the fanfics that are not pony related. Why? Because it's very hard to spin around in a circle when your mom's weight set's right behind you inside the studio. Oh well. Yes, and it's February, Single Awareness Day. My heart would sing out to all you single ladies out there, all you single men. But I know some pony out there are busy celebrating. All the single bears, all the single bears, all the single bears, all the single bears. Let's host that. See what I mean? But I'm busy doing something else. Something very, very important. What's that, you may ask? What's so important that I am not wallowing in my own suffering of single awareness this day? Very simple. Jump Force came out and game stops waiting for me. Jules! Fine. I suppose I should do the show. Well, what do I feel like doing today? Well, since I missed the day due to the fact that I was reading Dual Nature, which admittedly is far more interesting, because the only thing we can possibly do is do another romance fic, as we usually do around this time. Now, what should we do? Well, Micah does have that. It's not pony. It should be counted as such fanfic. No. We're doing Hatred to See Sunday. Well, we could do a Kim Possible fic. Why? Is it? Oh! That's right. The live action movie. Well, let it never be said I don't take advantage of the situation. You don't. You've misfired answer T so many times, Trix. He wonders how it's possible on this show. Shut up, Trix. So, without further ado, let's do some Kigo with Shego's Ballad by Blackbird. Enjoy. Shego's Ballad by Blackbird. Now, you see, why can't more people have sensible screen names like that? See, it's simple. No numbers, no complicated consonants, just Blackbird. It's easy to remember, and people can enjoy themselves. I don't know, narrator. Shego's Ballad. Kim yawned and stretched slightly as she walked down the hallway towards the bathroom. After last night's mission, she was looking forward to a hot shower to top off a pleasant night's sleep. Unfortunately, that option wasn't immediately available to her, as she found the bathroom door closed and the shower already running. She groaned a little in annoyance, but shrugged it off as Shigo's reward, or payback, for all the time she had to get up and feed or change sin in the middle of the night. Still, Kim wasn't looking forward to dragging herself down the stairs to use the shower in the bathroom in the basement. She just hoped Shigo wasn't using up all the hot water again. She was just a turn and started heading towards the basement when an unusual sound hit her. It was hard to distinguish over the sound of running water at first, but it gradually grew louder. It almost sounded like humming. That in itself was odd, as Shigo usually vehemently gets singing out loud. Even when she used one of the songs she used to like to pretty much admit how she felt. She loved to sing the words rather than actually sing or saying them. And that wasn't enough. She was humming something out of a western, almost as if she were making horse coughing sounds. Kim knew she could respect Shigo's privacy and just go about her business, but part of her just couldn't pass up the chance to not only hear Shigo sing and see what the big secret was about, but also catch her off guard. She pressed her ear up against the door and tried to listen to her at first, but the sound of water was too overpowering. Oh, come on, Kim. What's the point of having a mare friend if you don't decide to sneak in on her in the shower while she's brushing her mane or showering so you can scrub her back and then proceed to massage her tenderly? Trix, am I to assume that you and Starlight... Right. Don't ask questions about my boss's love life. So he pushed the door open and snuck in, keeping it low to hopefully avoid Shigo's detection. Gensi was surprised and relieved to see that the raven-haired woman hadn't noticed her. Kim closed the door as quietly as she opened it and stood there for a moment, taking the sight in front of her. Though the exact details of her body were blurred due to the combination of frosted glass doors and steam, the outline of Shigo's body still stood out perfectly enough. Her pale green skin contrasted perfectly against her black hair that somehow seemed even longer when it was wet, and swaying so just right and perfectly round behind her ears. The slight bounce of her full breast as her hand ran through all that hair, and of course the darker green tips at the end, was fascinating her so the first time she had seen them. Then there was her flat, toned stomach that looked good to her, even if Shiga wasn't satisfied with her herself. This is what she looked like without losing all her baby fat. Then Kim could only imagine how she looked afterwards. Though again, she'd be fine with it even if Shigo hadn't stayed exactly as she was. All these beautiful features were held up by a set of long, strong legs. They were just right to provide vicious kicks or soft rubbing axes when they engaged in their private activities. Woo! All this image in front of her was one that made Kim feel a little weak in the knees, and one that was so utterly destroyed by Shigo's next action. She began to bang her head slightly, as she sang out an instrumental part of whatever song she had been humming earlier. Kim had to cover her mouth with both hands to keep it from bursting out of laughter, as this action kept her full a minute. As she finally did to the actual words of the song, Shigo picked up a bar of soap in front of the shower rack and held it in front of her like a microphone. You know, I've never done that. Ever. But then again, I usually air guitar. From a town known as Wheaton, West Virginia, rode a boy with a 6-gun in his hand. His daring dive for crime made him a legend in his time, east and west of the Rio Grande. Well, he started with a bank in Colorado. In the pocket of his vest, a coat he hid. And his age and his size took the teller by surprise, and the word spread of Billy the Kid. Well, he never traveled heavy, yes, he always rode alone, and he soon put many older guns to shame. And he never had a sweetheart, well, he never had a home, but the cowboy and the rancher knew his name. Well, he brought his way from Utah to Oklahoma, and the law just could not seem to track him down. And it served his life well, for the folks they love to tell about when Billy the Kid came to town. Woo! By the time Shigo had reached his second instrumental break in the song, Kim had almost fallen down in amusement. As it was, she had to sit on the toilet just to make sure she wouldn't fall. Her face was almost as red as her hair as she watched the woman she loved, the woman who prided on herself being so tough, thick-skinned, rock it out in the shower. At this point in the song, she was making the sounds imitating trumpets and pianos, even going so far as to lay down her soap bar microphone to let her fingers mimic the motions of going over piano keys. All the while, her head kept moving up and down in classic headbangers fashion that seemed vastly inappropriate for the song she was singing, but only added to the humor of the sits. Kim's body shook so hard she was afraid she was going to shake the toilet loose from its foundations. She was also afraid she might pee herself if she laughed any harder, but then again, sitting on the toilet wasn't so much of a concern. This was she thought she was going to get control of herself. Shigo picked up the soap again and started to sing some more. Oh yeah! Well, one cold day a posse captured Billy, and the judge said string him up for what he did. And the cowboys and the kid like to see came pouring in to watch the hanging of Billy the Kid. Well, he never traveled heavy, yes, he always rode alone, and soon he put many older guns to shame, and he never had a sweetheart, but he finally found a home underneath the foothill grave that bears his name. From a town known as Oyster Bay, Long Island, Rode a boy with a six-pack in his hand, and his daily life of crime made him a legend in his time, east and west of the Rio Grande. After another round of imitating the trumpets and pianos, Seagull's antics came to an end, and Kim could finally start to calm down. Maybe. The memory of what she had just witnessed was going to be in her mind for a long, long time, and no doubt amused her every time. What was truly amazing was that Seagull hadn't really seemed to notice her at all. She had a feeling that she could leave without being detected, or speak of it again. But then, where would the fun be in that? As he seriously was could talk without having a laughing fit. He let out an appreciative whistle, followed by applause that could make any singer proud. Shigo, however, let out a loud, surprised scream when which caused her to drop her bar of soap in her hand. As he slid the door open halfway, stuck her hand out, pulling back the wet strands of her face. She could glare at the person laughing at her. She was surprised to see Kim standing there, with a large grin on her and looking at her like a cat would a mouse. "How long have you been standing there?" she shouted angrily. "I came in at the horse stepping sounds," Kim replied with a barely contained laughter. Chico's cheek turned a darker shade of green in her own personal blush. "So then, you heard everything." "Oh, yeah!" At that point, Kim couldn't keep herself from bursting into another louder laughter, only so far as to doubling over and holding her stomach. Chico's embarrassment quickly turned into anger, while an irritated growl as he slammed the back door closed. "Shut up!" she shouted from behind it. The scream was enough to cause Kim to stop laughing, and realize how she might have hurt her lover. "Oh, come on," she said softly as he took a step closer to the tub. "You have to admit, if you saw me just doing the same thing, you'd be laughing too." Silence. "Maybe. Don't even try to pull the maybe card on me," Kim warned. The door slid open a crack so the other woman could stick her head through. "Fine, I would," she admitted. "But then you feel just as embarrassed and upset." "Yeah, I probably would. And I'm sorry. Should have stuck in here and laughed at you." "Damn right you shouldn't have. What the hell made you do that anyway? One hardly thinks that 4 years ago anything of Kim possible." Now as Kim started to blush. I I didn't mean for it to come across like that. Just never heard you sing before. I knew you'd stop if you knew I was here." "Yeah, well, I just don't like to do it in front of people," Shigo confessed with a sigh. "One of the reasons I hated going to karaoke night with Dragon. Well, that and all the don't-deaf people who couldn't sing to save their lives." "Well, I think you'd be the best one up there." She blinked. "You really think so?" "Of course, I mean, no offense. You might not make it to a professional singer, but you're not the worst I ever heard." "Way to build me up and knock me back down, Kimmy." "Oh, don't take it like that. You know what I mean." Yeah, Shigo muttered a snort and aside. "And thanks. At least for the compliment about my singing, not just for watching me make a jackass of myself." Kim let out a small snort. "But it was so funny." "You're never gonna let me live this down, are you?" "Oh, no." The redhead emerged with a sly grin. "Great." Shigo mumbled as she put her head down. "Well, trust me when I say I'll find a way to get you back." "Fair enough. Until then, I plan to enjoy holding this over your head." "You're evil. Learn for the best." Shigo shook her head. Despite her anger and embarrassment, she still smiled and looked over at Kim. If anybody else would have gotten her doing what she was doing, she would have flashed frightened in an instant. But not this girl. Not the little redhead girl that seemed to be all the odds and win her heart. She'd be pissed at her for a while, but it would fade. Probably sooner than later. For some reason, when she looked into those soft green eyes, she couldn't stay mad for very long. It's sappy, and one made her puke just a few months ago, but nevertheless, it was still true. Still, she was definitely going to have to pay for this little intrusion. "Can I ask why you picked this song?" Kim asked, breaking Chico's thoughts. "You could ask, but that doesn't mean I have to answer," she replied, regaining her trademark wit. "Oh, come on, please," the younger woman asked, starting to go into her infamous puppy dog pout. Okay, just put that away," Chico quickly caved. When it was safe to look again, she began her explanation. "I chose it because I like it. And before you ask, I like it because, well, I first heard it after I left Team Go and started out as a villain. I was pretty new to the game and started some small-time stuff. I was still causing quite a stir because of what I could do for being a former superhero. So I guess it kind of applied to me and stuck with me. Well, what? I'm sorry, just didn't think the answer would be that deep. Goes to show you what you know, huh? Shego smirked. Guess so, the redhead remarked. Didn't remember a certain line of the song. But that part about not having a sweetheart doesn't apply anymore, does it? The pale woman smirked. Thought I was your sweetheart, Kim replied in a half pout. Sometimes, but you're not really acting like it right now. Oh, really? Well then. She paused as her hands gripped the edges of her tank top and slowly started to pull it up. As I had to do something to change that. Shego paused and watched in anticipation as Kim slowly removed the top and let it fall to the floor, revealing her lack of a bra. Boing! The pale-skinned woman wiped her black lips slightly as the sweats and panties quickly followed the top, and her lover stood there completely revealed. You're forgiven, she remarked as he slid the door open all the way. Figured that would get your attention. Kim smirked as he stepped into the tub. The two embraced, and their lips met hotly as Shego closed the door once again. Considering the fact that they have a little baby in there, I'm surprised that this isn't the moment when the baby would start crying. Soon enough, the steam began to increase, while Shego let out a different tune. Elderly, quick! Change the channel! Change the channel! What? But Trix, it was just starting to get good! Fine! I'll do the review. Spoil sport. This Nick, what can I say? It's a sweet little continuation of one of my favorite Kigo stories. Fun, engaging, and just romantic. Just what we need for today. Well, one down, thousands more to go. I'll see you all next time.